okay, they were going to get me out.
I have a dream that one day she's just in front of the Aussie. I think she's got them badly hanging on. Yes, she's done it.
Every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Every single day, I'll be watching you.
This program proudly brought to you by Chrysler Voyager. It's time for the richest quiz show in Australian television history. $1 Million Chance of a Lifetime. Please welcome our quizmaster, Frank Warwick.
Hello, good evening, and thanks for having us. This is Channel 7's $1 Million Chance of a Lifetime. You realise that in the last 4 hours together, we've given away a grand total of $424,244. I wonder what we'll push that total to tonight. As usual, it's a maximum of 10 general knowledge questions to win $1 million. But seeing tonight as the final program of the current series, anyone who gets $1 million will get a bonus of another $1 million. So we're playing for $2 million in cash. Among our studio audience, we have players who've qualified to be studio contestants. They've nominated from all those phone calls we received from throughout Australia last week. But if they're in the hot seat, they don't know until the moment I call their names. So the cash is ready, the computer's ready. I need somebody to try to take some money out of here. Let's find our first studio contestant. This is your $1 million chance of a lifetime. Matt Simpson.
G'day,
Matt. Good to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Have a seat. Well, Matt, this is a very pleasant surprise.
Telling me, mate.
Congratulations on being the first person ever to sit on a chair on Australian television with the potential to walk home with $2 million.
It's a lot of money.
It is, and I hope that you can make a big dent in it. Where are you from?
I'm from Port Lincoln in South Australia.
And what do you do?
I actually study at university in Adelaide.
What do you study?
I'm studying Aboriginal Affairs Administration.
That's interesting.
It is very interesting. I'm learning some fascinating things about the Indigenous culture, so it's great.
Challenging?
Very challenging, yes.
Do you have any little special techniques to help you relax when you get a bit strung out with your studies?
Oh, surfing. I enjoy doing a bit of bodyboarding.
Right.
So, yeah, it's great.
Someone told me you had a most unusual thing that you like to do out in the bush.
The bongos. Yes,
Bongos?
I do enjoy playing the bongos in the bush. It's nice and meditational, mate. Hey, just tap away on it. It's great.
I hope you go a long way out.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you.
If you win the $1 million, we'll get a set from Props and we want a recital.
Done.
Okay, now, Matt, what's your credit card? How sick's that?
It's not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all.
What have you been doing in the last month?
Looking at about $1,100 worth.
$1,166. We'll try to wipe that out with your first question.
Sensational.
Okay, now while you take a deep breath, I've got to find a phone player. Where are we going to call?
Port Lincoln in South Australia.
Oh, well. I see. Very loyal to the hometown.
I am indeed, mate. It's a great spot.
All right, well, we can't stop you. Nominating your home place, that's no problem. Let's see who we have on the phone. Are you there, Port Lincoln?
Yes, hello.
Who am I speaking to?
It's David Barbler here, Frank.
G'day, David. How are things with you tonight?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
I'd like you to meet Matt Simpson. Matt, say g'day to David.
David, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, Matt, real good.
That's good to hear.
Now, you might know each other in real life. I haven't the faintest idea.
Actually, I have no idea. I've never met David before.
That's
so...
Same here.
That's the way it should be. Well, David, you're going for $55,000 in 10 questions. Your first question is worth $1,000 in cash. Matt is going to wipe his credit card bill of $1,166. You're both right, you both win. You're wrong at home, David, you drop out. If you're wrong, Matt, you both drop out. I always take the first answer. Good luck.
Thank you, Frank.
Question 1. Just pretend you're with the bongos now and relax. What was the English scientist Newton's first name? I'll take David Barbara from Port Lincoln on the phone.
Isaac.
Isaac is your answer. Matt,
Yes, Frank, I'll say Isaac.
you'll say Isaac. When was the last time your credit card was nil?
A long time.
It is now. Finito, finished,
Champion.
done. You don't have to worry about that again. Congratulations to you, Matt. David, at Port Lincoln, you have $1,000 in your bank, which you can't lose. Your next question can take your bank up to $3,000.
Yeah.
So stay around. Now, Matt, you've got rid of your credit card. Next question is worth $10,000 to start you working towards your million. And from this point, if you don't like the computer question, you can take your favourite subject,
Thank you.
which is
Popular music.
pop music, but you
Yes.
can only play that twice.
That's it.
Question this time is on technology. You're going to take that?
Yes, I will take technology.
Take technology, and you're taking it for $10,000. Question number 2. Which company spent $300 million developing the PlayStation? David Barbara. Think carefully. Got to have the first answer only.
Okay. I'd go with Sony, Frank.
You'd go with Sony. Right, David? Matt, what will you say?
I will go with Sega.
You say Sega. David says Sony. Matt, why didn't you go with David? Sony PlayStation. Now it's all clear, isn't it?
Thank you, Frank.
Not to worry, your credit card has got a balance of zilch.
It's done.
So get out and enjoy using it again if you choose. And David from Port Lincoln, your cheque is for $3,000 because you got that one correct. So congratulations to you, David.
To you, little beauty.
Congratulations.
Sorry, David.
That's all right, Matt.
Catch up with him at Port Lincoln and have a serious talk to him, David.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of beers, mate.
Sounds good to me. Thank you.
So I need a new studio contestant and a new phone player. I'm going to pick them on the other side of this commercial break. Back we are with Channel 7's $1 Million Chance of a Lifetime, ready for 2 new players. Let's see who we can find for our studio contestant. This is your $1 Million Chance of a Lifetime. Stephen King. Hello, Stephen. How do you do? Nice to meet you. Stephen, where are you from?
Bondi Beach in Sydney, Frank.
What a fine spot. And what do you do?
I work for the Commonwealth Government in an organisation called Centrelink, newly created organisation.
Fairly busy department, I would think.
Extremely busy and doing a very important job for the nation. Yeah.
Oh, you're saying the right things, aren't you?
Well, I hope so, yes.
Your bosses will be very impressed. Do you like to use the beach at all, Bondi?
Well, strangely enough, we don't use it. My wife and I tend to go to Nielsen Park when we swim, yeah.
Right.
So, surf versus, I guess, calmer waters, yeah.
Your credit card, what's your balance?
Yes, well, it's not much damage. I was thinking here I was a big spendthrift, but $393.
$393. It's always better when it's nothing. See what we can do. We need a phone player. Let's call Australia. Where are we going to phone?
Armidale.
Armidale.
Once again, hoping for either an academic or a university student.
Ah, this thought train is going along well, isn't it? Armidale. Let's see. Do we have Armidale on the line?
Yes, Nick Palliadelis.
Nick Palliadelis. How are you, Nick?
Very well, thank you.
Are you by any chance a university student?
No, unfortunately.
No, don't worry. What do you do, Nick?
I'm a builder.
A builder. Houses or industrial? Commercial?
Both, houses and commercial.
And plenty of work?
Yes, quite a bit.
You haven't come down to patch up the storm damage in Sydney?
No, no, no.
All right, Nick, $55,000 for you in 10 questions. Stephen King is our Sydney studio player for a credit card bill of $393. First question on entertainment. Which Australian soap opera is set in Summer Bay? Nick from Armidale.
Oh, which Australian soap opera is set in Summer Bay?
Need your answer, Nick.
Home and Away.
Nick says Home and Away. What does Stephen say?
I'd have to agree, Home and Away.
I'd go along with that too. Nick Palliadelis from Armidale, you have $1,000. Your next question with the correct answer will go to $3,000. And for you, Stephen, we're playing for 10 grand. Question number 2 is sport. Do you want to play that or opt out and play your favourite subject, which is?
Australian history.
Do you want a sport or Aussie history?
Australian history.
You go for your favourite subject? Okay. Your question for $10,000 on Australian history. The chairman of which Australian political party was jailed for sedition in 1949? To Armidale and Nick's answer.
In 1949.
1949. Nick, looking for your answer.
Can you repeat that for me, please?
Question 2. The chairman of which Australian political party was jailed for sedition in 1949? Nick, looking for your answer.
I wish there was a university student.
I need an answer, Nick.
In 1949.
You must have one, Nick.
I'll have a stab.
Take a stab.
Ben Chifley.
You say Ben Chifley.
Yeah.
Right, Stephen King. Your answer.
Would you ask the question again, please, Frank?
The chairman of which Australian political party was jailed for sedition in 1949?
So you're asking the political party, not the person. I'd have to say the Communist Party.
Communist Party is your answer?
Yes, Australia.
At stake is $10,000. This was your favourite subject, wasn't it?
Yes, I know it's hard to believe, but that's a very difficult question.
Nick from Armidale, unfortunately, your answer of Ben Chifley is not right. But we've got $1,000. It'll be on its way to you within the next day or two. So all the very best with the building trade in Armidale. Nick, good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much, Frank.
Stephen, for $10,000, the political party was the Communist Party. Right. Breathe easy. You've got $10,000. We now give $1,000 to your favourite charity. Which one is that?
The RSPCA, Frank.
RSPCA, $1,000 from Channel 7. Stephen, do you have anybody in the audience who's willing you on tonight?
Yes, Frank, I've got my wife Sally and our bridge partners here tonight, Shirley and Douglas.
Stephen's support group. Good to have you along.
Okay.
We move on to question number 3. It's on medicine. Do you want to play that or Aussie history?
You can only have your own topic twice, can't you?
You can, yes, you can have your own topic twice.
I'll play medicine.
You'll play medicine. How much will you bank on your answer being correct? Anything from 1 to 10,000?
5,000.
5,000. So you are playing for 15,000 for the correct answer, 5,000 if you're wrong. Medicine. What is the name of the genetic engineering process that produced the sheep called Dolly? You can only take your first answer.
Cloning.
Cloning. $15,000. If you are right, you've got it. 15. Are you going to take 15,000 and head back to Bondi or play on?
I'll play on, thank you.
Play on, right. Question number 4 is science. That after this break. Stephen King from Bondi in Sydney is playing question number 4, science. That or Aussie history?
I'll take science, thank you.
Taking science, and how much will you play for?
I got 15,000.
You have 15,000.
8,000.
Another 8, $23,000 if you're right, and if you're wrong, 7,000 for a safety cushion. Question number 4. Which very common and ordinary substance is a major ingredient of glass?
Sand.
You say sand? And you whisper silica? Either will do. Sand is correct. Sand or silica sand. $23,000 you have in the bank. Playing or going?
Playing, thanks.
Playing. Question 5 is language. You have one chance to play Australian history left. So which would you like to take?
I'll play language, thank you.
Language, and how much are you going to go for a correct answer?
What did I bet last time?
8,000. You need to go higher this time.
And what's the...
But 23,000.
10,000.
10,000. A correct answer will earn you 33,000. If you're wrong, 13 grand as a cushion. Question number 5. Which sporting competition has the Latin words Citius, Altius, Fortius as its motto?
Could you repeat the motto again, please?
Which sporting competition has the Latin words Citius, Altius, Fortius as its motto?
The marathon?
Say a marathon. If you're wrong, it's 13,000. If you're right, it's 33,000. Stephen, it's the Olympics.
A sporting event?
Yes, the sporting competition.
Sorry.
Yes, faster, higher, stronger. We'll know all about that next year. Stephen, it's been marvellous to have you here because we're sending you back to Bondi with $13,393.
Brilliant.
So, thank you for being on the show. Now we're looking for 2 new players in our studio. This is your $1 million chance of a lifetime. Gary McAllister. Hello, Gary. Come on in. Make yourself comfortable.
That'll be hard.
Make yourself really at home, Gary.
Thanks, Frank.
Where are you from?
I'm from Melbourne.
What do you do?
I'm a secondary PE teacher.
Is that a bit of a challenge? Is it hard to motivate some of the secondary school students?
No, I'm at a very good secondary school, so the boys are very motivated. It's a great job.
And what do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, similar to Matt earlier, I'm a very keen surfer. I also enjoy running. I still compete in running events.
Do you? What length?
Distance events, fun runs, 10Ks plus.
And how serious are you with the surf? And what's your involvement on the beaches?
Very. Well, surfboard riding, I love doing that. I'm also involved with the Surf Lifesaving Club with my children who are in the Nippers.
Any particular beach?
It's at Anglesey in Victoria.
Better say good day to everybody at Anglesey.
Hello, everybody in Anglesey.
Gary, credit card. What have you been doing? I'll see if we can be a lifesaver with your first answer.
It's moderate, Frank.
It's moderate.
I think.
He's had a moderate month. $1,920. See if we can get rid of that. We need a phone player. Where shall we call?
Geelong.
Another very loyal Victorian.
Yes, very parochial, Frank.
And let's see whether we have Geelong on the line. Are you there?
Hello, Frank.
Hello, who am I talking to?
Lynn Ricketts is my name.
Hello, Lynn. What do you do at Geelong?
Well, I'm a retired nursery woman, actually.
A retired nursery woman?
That's right.
What sort of nursery?
Growing plants.
A plant nursery?
That's right.
Right, that must have been a satisfying sort of working career for you.
Oh, it was pretty good. It was Busy?
I bet it was. We have a PE teacher called Gary McAllister playing in the studio. We're trying to wipe off his credit card bill of $1,920. Lynn, and it's your first question worth $1,000. So here we go. Question 1, and this is on science. Which famous comet was tracked by the Siding Spring Telescope in 1986? Lynn Ricketts at Geelong.
Would that be Halley's Comet?
That's your answer. We always take your first answer. Gary McAllister, what's your answer?
I'll agree with Lynn. I'll say Halley's Comet.
Like to have a zero balance in your credit card? Because you've got it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Halley's or Halley's, both from the same school. Lynn, congratulations, $1,000 for you, which you can't lose. Your next correct answer is worth $3,000. Gary's credit card is clear. Now you're playing for $10,000 to start marching towards $1 million. Question 2 in the computer is on natural history. I'll find out what your favourite subject is and whether you want to change the questions after we take this short commercial break. McAllister is a PE teacher from Anglesey in Victoria. During the break, he was looking at someone in the audience. Who do you have up here with you?
My wife, Catherine Frank, she flew up with me.
Oh, that's tremendous. So she's sharing the nerves for you?
Yes, yes, and more so, I'd say.
You look very relaxed to me. Your favourite subject is?
It's medicine, specifically health and fitness, Frank.
Right. Question 2 in the computer for $10,000 is natural history. Do you want to take that one or take a question on your subject?
I'll go with natural history, please.
Okay, for $10,000. Which so-called bear is, in fact, a marsupial? Let's take the answer from Lynn Ricketts in Geelong first.
Well, I'd say a koala bear.
You'd say the koala, right? Gary McAllister, your answer.
I'd agree. I'd say the koala bear.
More correctly, the koala marsupial. Correct.
Oh,
got it right. Thank you. It's one of those real tricky situations with the koala, isn't it? Because so often you hear the word bear tacked on the back and you tend to drop it in. So, Garrett, you've got $10,000. To mark that, we'd like to give $1,000 from Channel 7 to any charity you care to name.
The Cancer Society.
Cancer Society, $1,000 on the way for them. Lynn from Geelong, you're also correct, of course, so you now have $3,000 in your bank. For your next question, you're playing for $6,000. Gary, you can leave now, if you like, after any correct answer. I hope you don't.
I'd like to stay.
Good man. Your next question is geography. Do you play that?
Yes, I will.
How much are you going to play for? Anything from 1 to 10,000 extra you can stake.
$8,000.
You're going for $18,000. If you're right, if you're wrong, 2,000. Good luck. Question 3 on geography. Which country has an island named Honshu? Lynn.
Honshu.
Think before you first answer.
Which country has an island?
An island named Honshu.
Well, I'd have to say Japan.
Japan is your answer? Gary.
I'll agree with Lynn and say Japan.
You agree with Lynn and say Japan. $18,000. It's yours. Right. $18,000 in your bank.
Oh, wow.
Playing on?
I'd love to.
Great. Lynn Ricketts in Geelong.
Yes.
Your bank's up to $6,000.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
This is the best value phone call you've had in some time. Your next one,
right.
Your next one is question 4, so another $4,000 go into the kitty for you. A bank of $10,000 if you get the next one correct. It's on the world, Gary. Do you want to take that?
I will.
How much are you playing for? Your stake must go up. It was 8,000 last time.
I'll go to 12,000, please.
12, so you're playing for a $30,000 question. 6,000 if you're wrong. The world. Over which continent was the most dramatic hole in the ozone layer first noticed? While Gary thinks, Lynn, I need your answer.
Well, I'd have to say Antarctica.
Antarctica? Okay. That's your first answer. That's the only one that we can take any notice of. Gary, what do you say?
Well, I'll disagree with Lynn and say Australia.
Say Australia. Why didn't you go with Lynn? Antarctica it was.
Well done, Lynn.
Well, Gary, you go home to Anglesey with 6,000 plus 1,920, a grand total of $7,920. All the very best.
Thank you, Frank.
To you and to Catherine. Lynn Ricketts from Geelong, you got it right. So your bank of $10,000 is yours. So congratulations, it's been good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much, Frank. That's wonderful. Absolutely.
We'll have another studio player and select another phone player right after this commercial break, so please stay there. Back we are with Channel 7's $1 million of a lifetime, ready for two new players. Let's see who we can find for our studio contestant. This is your $1 million chance of a lifetime. Mary Campbell. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you very much, Frank.
Lovely to meet you. Take a seat. Ah, Mary, it's good to have you along. Where are you from?
I'm from Box Hill in Melbourne.
And what do you do?
I'm a full-time mum with 11-month-old twin boys and a little girl who's not long turned 2.
So when you say you are a full-time mum...
I mean full-time.
I bet it's full-time.
It is.
And what, nearly 11 months, the twins? When's their birthday?
11 months tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, they were born on the 11th of June.
So do they cry in unison?
No, they let one of them do the speaking for both.
So double the volume.
Exactly, yeah.
And do they both get hungry at the same time?
Yeah, they eat at the same time, but they've got distinct little personalities already.
Are they identical?
They are.
Ah, you're a very lucky person.
I am.
And so when you dream $1 million, maybe
Yes.
$2 million tonight with the bonus $1 million, what would you like to do?
I'd like to employ a nanny and take the nanny and all my kids and my husband around the world on a beautiful long holiday.
Anything offbeat you'd like to do?
I guess I'd like to see the pyramids and cruise down the Nile and go to a game park in South Africa and show my little girl lions and tigers and bears and the things I tell her stories
That's
about.
all, eh?
Oh, yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Well, by the sound of that list, you had better try to win the $2 million
I'll do
tonight.
my best.
And we better start off with trying to clear your credit card. What damage have you been doing? What damage have the twins been doing?
Oh, just a couple of thousand.
2255. 2,255. We'll see if we can get rid of that. We need a phone player.
Okay.
Where are we calling?
We're calling Armidale in New South Wales.
Any special reason?
I'm hoping to also get a university player, as a fellow did a few weeks ago.
You've been watching.
I have been watching very closely.
Been trying to catch up with the system.
I am.
The bad news for you is there is no system. It's just as it happens, Mary.
Oh, well.
Let's see who we have on the line from Armidale. Hello, Armidale.
Hello, it's
Yes, who am I speaking to?
Frank. It's Gary Cashman. How are you?
I'm terrific. Gary, what about you?
I'm not too bad, thanks.
Gary, we have Mary Campbell from Melbourne who's playing in the studio. She picked Armidale, hoping she'd get a university student who might be able to give us some clues on the answers. Are you a uni student?
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
What do you do?
I work for Hertz Rent-A-Car.
That would be pretty busy in your part of the world at this time of year.
It's getting busier.
Everybody getting up there to enjoy the winter.
Yeah.
Okay, would you like to say hello to Mary?
Hello, Mary. How are you?
Well, thanks, Gary. Yourself?
That's good. I'm well, thanks.
Gary, 55,000 for you. First question is 1,000, and you go from there, maximum of 10 questions. Mary, to clear your credit card, question number 1. Good luck to both of you. Which bird with a distinctive cackling cry is unique to Australia? Think on it for the first answer. Gary. Must take you first, so think about it.
The galah.
You say the galah. Right, it's your answer. Mary, what do you say?
I actually would say the kookaburra.
Gary,
Yeah.
galah is not right.
No,
I'm sorry, mate.
Okay.
Sorry. All the best in Armidale. Hope they keep you busy there at Hertz.
See ya.
Okay, nice to talk to you.
Okay.
So, Mary, we've lost Gary. You've said kookaburra. Now, that may or may not be right. $2,255. It's right.
Thank you.
I guess you can start breathing again
Okay,
now.
yeah, that's good.
It's allowed. I guess the important word there was cackling, I suppose. So, Mary, it's just you, me, and the money. It's nice sitting over there.
Beautiful.
Your next question gives you $10,000 if you get it right. From now on, also, you can pass on our question. What is your favourite subject?
I've gone for anatomy.
Anatomy. This one is on technology. Do you want to play technology or anatomy?
I'll play technology, thanks.
Play technology. And you're going for $10,000. Here's your question. Through which Australian tunnel did 130,000 people walk on the 30th of August 1992? Take your time. Through which Australian tunnel did 130,000 people walk on August 30, 1992?
I'll say the tunnel under Sydney Harbour.
For $10,000. You're right. And your husband's probably sitting at home, is he, saying just as well?
He is, probably. If he has to mind the kids, I'd better win something.
What's his name?
Davin.
Davin? She's doing fine. She's doing fine. And she started breathing again. Mary, you've got $10,000 in the bank. You can take that and leave if you want, or play on. Which are you going to do?
I'll play on, thank you.
Good for you. And because you've got $10,000, the Seven Network would like to give $1,000 to the charity of your choice. What are you going to nominate?
The SIDS Association.
The SIDS, Southern Infant Death Syndrome Association. You're settling down now. You're used to this.
Oh, I'm an old hand at it.
Question 3, current events. Are you playing that or your chosen subject, anatomy?
I'll play current events.
And how much are you playing for? You've got $10,000 in the bank. How much will you stake on your next answer? Anything from 1 to 10,000.
I'll risk the lot.
Double or nothing? Life on the edge. $20,000 to nothing. Better get it right.
Better.
Let's hope you do. Question 3, it's on current events. In which country has the tomb of the first Ming emperor recently been found? You have time to think.
I'd have to say China.
$20,000 to nothing? Are you right?
I don't know.
You know what I'm going to do, don't you?
Make me wait till after the ad break.
Got it in what? We're back after the longest commercial break Mary Campbell from Melbourne has ever sat through. She's playing for $20,000. In which country has the tomb of the first Ming emperor recently been found? Mary said China, and I say correct.
Thank you.
$20,000 in your bank. Are you staying, playing on, or going?
I'm staying.
Staying. Good for you. With all those dreams you have about what you're going to do when you win big money, what have you done anything unusual in the past?
I guess we had a pretty exciting honeymoon.
Well, I'm delighted to hear that.
Not for the reasons you're thinking. No, we went whitewater rafting. This was all in New Zealand, down in Queenstown, so it was a lovely spot. And we horse rode on the side of a mountain with a sheer drop on one side of us, so if the horse had slipped, we would have been in a bit of trouble.
You did try to get rid of him, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. But he probably tried to get rid of me too.
I'm glad you both survived. Your next question, question 4, is on the world. Are you going to go for that or play anatomy?
I'll go for the world, thanks.
The world. 20,000 is in your bank. What are you banking on your next answer?
15,000.
Another 15 takes you to $35,000 for the right answer. 5,000 a safety if you're wrong. And credit cards cleared up.
Thank God.
Question 4. The world. Which is the largest of the Canadian Great Lakes?
Lake Superior.
For 35,000 if you're right. Thinking back to your school days and all those lessons. There were quite a few lakes there to remember, weren't there?
Quite a few.
Only one is the biggest, and its name is Lake Superior. You're going fine. $35,000. Leaving or staying?
Staying.
I like the definite way she said that, don't you, folks? Yeah. Staying. Question 5. Music. Playing that or anatomy?
I'll play music.
Play music. How much you playing for?
20,000.
Another 20. Your stake must go up each time, so that's fine. This time, $55,000 for correct. 15,000 is your safety if you're wrong. Question 5, out of a maximum of 10. Which composer wrote the opera Porgy and Bess with his brother Ira? As much time as you want.
I'd have to say George Gershwin.
$15,000 if you're wrong. 55 for right. Did Ira have a brother called George? And was their surname Gershwin? Yep. Hiring that nanny and having a bit of a holiday is looking a lot more likely with 55,000.
Pretty nice, isn't it?
Take it or stay and play?
Stay and play.
Are you as decisive as this when it comes to questions around the house?
Well, someone has to be, so yeah.
Sorry, Devon.
Oh, no, not picking on Devon, but I've got lots of organising to do with the kids.
No time for dilly-dally.
No, none at all.
You're staying and playing. Question 6 is language. Are you playing that or anatomy?
I'll play language.
You're playing language? How much are you playing for?
30,000.
Another 30. You're going for 85,000 big ones. I don't know about at home, but you've got a lot of support here in the studio. And because you're playing your bank cleverly, if you're wrong, you've got 25,000. Of course, if you're wrong, we say toodaloo.
Oh, well.
Let's hope we don't. Question 6 on language. On the Great Seal of which country is the Latin expression e pluribus unum? Thinking time.
You can just read the question once more, please.
On the Great Seal of which country is the Latin expression e pluribus unum?
I think it's England.
England is your answer? E pluribus unum. It's the USA.
Oh, no. Oh, well.
But you are going home to Melbourne with a total of $27,255. $25,000 in your bank and your credit card all wiped away, $2,255.
Thank you very
Mary,
much.
it's been a delight having you here.
It's been great being here.
Please take our very best wishes back to Melbourne to Davin and your 3 children, and I hope that you're going to have a bit of a holiday with them anyway.
Oh, look, we're going to have a great time.
Well, sadly, that's where we have to go from this series of Channel 7's $1 Million Chance of a Lifetime. Unfortunately, we didn't have a $1 million winner, but in our 5 programs, we've given away a grand total of $492,000 in cash. So to all of you who played and joined the show, congratulations. And for those of you who've supported us, watched us right throughout Australia, thanks very much. We'll be back with another bank and another bank of questions in our next series. So until then, from Frank Warwick, thanks for watching. Good night.
What a thriller of a final. Next Monday, Roger Clemson is back with Australia's Most Wanted. Next up, George is doing the unthinkable on Ally McBeal.